So earlier this year I tried to make my own maple and walnut syrup, and it kind of failed because I went out to my grandfather's land to tap some maple trees, but then I realized I didn't know which one was a maple tree because, well, I'm just not that good with identifying types of plants. But also, the guides go by the leaves. It was winter, or kind of beginning of spring, maybe. There was no leaves on the trees, so that kind of backfired. So, it is fall now, and I have some of these little tokens. And these will be labels for the trees. I'll put maple on one side and walnut on the other. So what I can do is I can go out there while the leaves are still on the trees, which they are now, and depending on whichever type of tree it is, if it's maple, I'll put the maple side out and hammer it on there. If it's walnut, I'll put walnut on the outside and hammer it in there. I think that'd be pretty cool. All these little token, or I don't know, whatever you call them, the little round discs, come from these little urns. These are ones that couldn't be sold because they were like off color or scratched or whatever, so they were going in the trash, so it's like, I'll keep them. As a side note, how fucking stupid does this thing look? I mean, God, really? The box is cool though. My mom wants to use some of these boxes to make dice boxes for her D&D games. It's kind of a neat idea for some garbage. Well, anyway, I'm not a fan of this paint job they have on them, so found that if this paint is really bad quality, as with all urns, urns are just, they're made for like $2 by child labor in India, and then funeral homes charge like $180 for them. But the paint is so cheap, it doesn't even stick on there. Like that. So I figure I can just go through and do all these, get all that paint off, so it's like the more like the, well, goldish color, which is probably just a mixture of tin and, I don't know, some other metal, like arsenic or something. Probably something deadly that I don't want to know about. And then I have these little dies. So then I can use my Co's wrench, which is actually a really nice heavy hammer, and I can label them. Oh, and a lot of people probably object to me not wearing gloves because they don't realize that it's actually more dangerous if your hand gets stuck into this thing than if you get hit by it, like that. That doesn't even hurt. It just like feels like a little bit. But if I was wearing a glove and that got caught up in something, it would be a huge hassle and would like really wreck my hand. Now let's see how it is to add all the lettering to them. I really need to work on my aim, but it's better than nothing. Clearly readable. Just a bit wonky. I'm actually liking this quite a bit. My lettering is still a bit wonky, but oh well. Okay, changing out the lettering so we can do maple now. we are done. That actually worked out pretty well. I'm pretty happy with that. So these dies definitely did have some damage on the top. Most likely just like paint coming off. And then the back of the hose wrench does have some marks from the dies, or whatever they be called. And as far as these go, I'm pretty happy with them. They're a bit random, but hey, they're just to mark a tree. Walnut. Maple. Hope I spelled that right. Sometimes simple words can mess up my spelling. I don't know why. I focus too much on complex words. And no real big lettering mistakes. Like I didn't like. Well, you could say that's. I think that's more like an application mistake, where it accidentally did two M's, or I did two M's because it bounced a little bit. But I don't have any letters that are like flipped over or wrong letters or anything. I don't think, or at least they're consistent to each other. Yeah. This actually makes me look forward to making my own tools someday, because what I want to do is I want to start making my own tools, like blacksmithing my own hammers and stuff like that, maybe even selling them. But I would like to always like maybe even like make my own die of like have my own brand and I stamp it on it. That'd be kind of cool. But like writing that stuff on there, it was just really neat. It was fun to do that because it's like I'm marking something, I'm putting a word on something, you know what I mean? Oh well. My mom insisted on carrying the supplies, so sure. We're at my grandfather's land, and gonna go down to Handlebar Hill. It's been forever since you've been here, right?
Years.
Yep. We need to get your blaster out, and I need to get my Honda 3-wheeler working, and then we can go riding down here again. That'd be pretty cool. But, so yeah, there should be some maple trees over by Handlebar Hill, where, was it Uncle Keith wrecked his 4-wheeler and bent his handlebar?
Yep.
Like back in what, 1988 or something like that?
Yeah. No, 2000.
Oh, really? So is that recent?
He got his in about 2000 or 2001, I thought.
Oh, okay.
His yellow Suzuki.
I'm probably gonna see about buying some. I think there's some old nice vintage bikes in that shed. I might see about offering a couple bucks for them.
Yeah.
Or I could just talk to Grandma and she'd be like, "Hey, take them for free. Just don't tell Grandpa."
Exactly.
Yeah, it's always nice. Okay, I can't resist looking. So there's one bike. I'm not a fan of that one. That one's kind of all eaten up. But there's one over there and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's so nice. So much cool stuff in here. A lot of ones back there. Keeping up pretty well?
Yep.
Of course you are. I have the issues not keeping up with you most of the time. Not the other way around. I think whenever I get a like an electric lawnmower or something working, this can be a good benchmark. I'll come down here and try to mow this entire field on a single charge or something. It'd be kind of cool, wouldn't it?
Very.
Yep. Poison oak. Yeah, it is. I think this is from their basement whenever they ripped this stuff out. See, I'm thinking I might want to like start coming out here more often and actually like seriously have a lawnmower out here powered by like hydroelectric or something. And I don't know, have like experiments out here. What do you think?
That'd be awesome.
I think it's pretty cool. Because this area right here would be very easy to clean down and keep mowed. Looks very nice in the fall. I'm not used to being here when there's like hasn't been 4-wheelers and stuff riding around. So that's the first one we can probably do. Black walnut. It'd be the least desirable. But I am kind of curious just to taste black walnut syrup. Well, last time I tried to make some and I ended up burning it. But it had a kind of a nutty flavor. Then that is sugar maple. And what did you find? That looks kind of like a sugar maple. Or at least a maple of some sort. We're on the right track.
Yes. This would be the walnut then. So
Yeah, it might be walnut.
That looks like.
Looks like those are maples up there. And those are all maples.
This would be good.
Yeah. That bigger one, let's keep an eye out for poison oak. I don't want you getting...
Yeah, I'll be careful.
Yeah, poison ivy. That is one. There might be some more like up here, you know.
Yeah.
That's a beauty right there.
Yeah, it is. It's like perfect.
Yeah, it's a perfect one. Not too much poison oak around here either.
No, it's
so.
nice. It's cleared
Oh,
out.
a little poison ivy over there, but
Yeah, that's nice.
is it?
What?
I suck at telling bark.
I want the leaves on the ground. It's either red or black.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of maple leaves on the ground.
I think
So
it's
that's
red.
very promising.
I think it's red.
Red maple?
Because it's like it's peely. See how that's peely?
This is more flaky.
That's what I mean, though. It's,
Oh, okay.
It's not like grooves. Like this is grooves, and this is flat.
Yeah.
And obviously that Norway maple has its own like thing. But yeah,
Go
this
over to
is
silver maple. Or, sorry, go over to sugar maple. The other way.
like, no, not bad.
Okay, so that has like weird patches on it.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty good. So, maple. And it has the nail in there like an inch or so. And then this will just, give me the hammer. It's not going to grow that much. There we go. So yeah, it's pretty good. And as the tree grows, it can just kind of exist there. A lot of maple leaves, so that's good. I can't tell.
So I think it's a different breed of maple than what we had over there. It's not the red maple.
Yeah. And it could just be one has a disease. Because I think like most trees have diseases. Those leaves are.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, this other one definitely is.
Yeah, and let's try this one over here. See what this one. Nice.
Yep, that's a maple tree.
Yep.
Yep, it is. We got another one.
So I have to watch out for that, but we can come around.
That's not poison oak.
No, that's not.
No,
No,
it's something
you're
else.
right. No, that's not.
I mean, it's nothing now, but.
Yep.
Yeah.
That red maple.
No, but I mean the leaves. They aren't as long, and then like, you know, like go to the sugar one. It might be closer to that. I
Yeah.
don't know. I have no idea what this is. No, not maple. Definitely not maple.
Might be walnut.
Maybe. If there turns out to be a lot more walnut, maybe do walnut too. But I think for now, since we're going to get a couple trees, maybe try to stick to maple. Nice. Let's go to the next one. So Maya, I think we can modify your blaster to be a nice like maple picker-upper machine. So we can ride your blaster out here.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. And it's such a nice night. I don't understand why people, at least the people in YouTube videos, because that's the only time I really see it, people are like, "Ooh, it's so spooky." It's like it's a nice night.
I don't find the wood spooky at all.
No, it's very relaxing. Like those, what is it? That like very very quiet woods over in Japan where people commit suicide. It looks like it looks like a really nice forest. Nice and like I guess the word is serene.
I remember being about 10 years old, and we went down to Park Hills, and you and I walked down to where you ride.
Yeah.
And when we realized it was dark, by the time we were going to have to walk back through the woods to get to the campsite. And so we walked through the woods, completely dark, even though it wasn't really dark yet because it was so thick
Yeah.
in the Ozarks.
We're going this way, man.
and we kept seeing eyes.
Yeah, I remember that.
And
It was like raccoons and squirrels and
yeah,
stuff.
but they'd been, that month they had a lot of, what is it, black bear sightings or whatever it was. So to alleviate stress and to make sure that you didn't get upset,
Come on, keep going.
we just turned off the light and walked in the dark.
Mm-hmm.
That way we didn't see the light, we'd see the eyes. And it was quite a nice, because they weren't going to bother us.
Yeah, because when you let your eyes adjust, it's actually pretty nice. Well, guys, I think we're going to have fun walking back through the woods. It's really nice. If you guys enjoyed this video, thank you very much for watching. See ya!